Hey sewing friends! So today I'm here with a bit of a fabric haul. I haven't done one of these in a really long time because I've been kind of curbing my fabric spending and just doing less sewing in general this year. So I've kind of been trying to cut back a little bit, but I ended up, somewhat by accident, but not quite, at a fabric market. I was set to go on a little sewing date with a friend on Saturday, and Friday night she texted me and was like, oh, do you also want to spend the night because the fabric market is going to be in town on Sunday? And so I did, and I'm very glad I did. We had a really nice time doing some shopping on Sunday. Yeah, so I went in thinking that I would not buy any. I went in trying to find some specific stuff, and I said absolutely no printed cotton or viscose. And it didn't really hold to that, but I do feel like I was somewhat restrained just getting 4 pieces, and I do have ideas for all of them, so let's get into it. So first up is maybe a bit of a boring choice, but this is just some pink sweatshirting. It is a like brushed or like a fleece back. I'll see if I can actually open it up. It's super soft on the inside, and it was a really good deal for 95% cotton, 5% elastane. Like, it doesn't have any poly content, which I feel like is mostly a lot of what is available right now for like jogging or sweatshirting. It has a good amount of stretch, so I didn't get any matching ribbing because I don't think I'll have a problem putting in the neckband or the sleeve cuffs because it does have like quite a bit of stretch. And I went for this pink color because I have had this little patch. I'll try to put in like an actual picture of it so you can really see, but I have this really cute patch I got last year from, I think it's called Antiquaria. I'll put it down below, but they have this really nice range of iron-on patches, although I will probably also like stitch it down. And my idea that I've had for a year for this patch was to find a matching sweatshirting and to just make a really simple little Jackson sweater with this, you know, like on the chest, I guess. So that is what this one is for, and I am really excited to get this because a lot of my sweatshirts, I live in my sweatshirts in the winter and autumn time, and a lot of them are looking like a little worse for the wear right now, so I am excited to get another one sewn up soon. So this next one I did kind of like hem and haw about, and definitely broke my rule of no printed viscose or cotton, but it's really cool and definitely like out of my, I don't know, like style norm, I guess. I don't think it's like out of my comfort zone exactly, but not something I would usually go for. But I was really drawn to this abstract circly print. My friend also picked some of this up, so she got 2 pieces. They were pre-cut as it's like 150 wide, I think 175 or more longer. So I haven't actually measured how long mine is, but I'm hoping to get like a midi skirt out of this to kind of play up these like witchy, spooky vibes. I think it would be really cool. Plus there's so many colors in here to pull from, to like match tops with. I think it could be a really fun wardrobe piece. Yeah, it has a really unique texture. I haven't done a burn test yet, so I don't know exactly what it is. It has that like cooling effect that viscose has, but it feels a little bit more plasticky, so I'm guessing there's I would guess it's a viscose poly mix with kind of like this crepey texture, but it's very cool. I really like it, so I'm excited to do some kind of like breezy, spooky, witchy skirt, which will be even more fun when my friend makes up her dress and then we can be matching. The next fabric that I have, there was no like hemming or hawing or hesitation about breaking my rule for no printed viscose. I saw it, I felt it, and was like, I have to have it. Plus it was €5 a meter, so that was also like an instant yes. It is a dead stock viscose crepe, and I really love like the petrol color, and I like that it's an abstract print. I feel like my like fall winter dresses are all a bit samey. Not that they look the same, but they're mostly florals, and they're mostly like kind of more casual, like peasant style dresses, which again, I absolutely love that. But I have been wanting like something a little bit more elevated to have in my wardrobe for like a fancy dinner or a party where I feel like I haven't quite had like the right thing in my wardrobe. And I think that this could really be that for me. Yeah, I do really love a floral, but sometimes they can read on me as like a little bit too girly. And so I think that this is really going to tick that box. I do want to take a look at patterns because I don't think I quite have anything in my stash that is the vibe I am wanting. I think I do want for a winter dress, I think I'd like it to be midi length and long sleeve, which is why I got 3.5 meters. And I think I'd like it to be a bit more fitted. So rather than having like a full elasticated waist, which is usually like what I go for, I think I would like to have, yeah, something like a bit more fitted, a bit more like figure, not necessarily like figure hugging, but perhaps like an A-line skirt, something that's like nice and nipped in. I'm thinking about like something along the vibe of the, not Friday, Fabric Godmother Peony dress. I'm not necessarily sold on that one, but that's kind of like the range I'm going to be looking at. So if you have any suggestions for something that is long sleeve, midi length, and fitted, that is in a good size range with multiple cup options, do let me know, because I don't think I'm going to be sewing this one up right away. I think I want to have like a nice little think about it and slot it into like my winter makes rather than my autumn ones, because I really, really like it and I want to give it like, I really want to settle on the right pattern. The last fabric I have is not a fabric for me, but I picked this up for my kiddo. She's turning 7 this month, and so I was like on the lookout. I recruited my friend to help me like look for a jersey for her like little birthday dress. And yeah, initially I was thinking it would be something I would sew up and give to her for her birthday, but I had remembered that I had a different fabric that I would like to make for her birthday dress. And so what I think I'm going to do with this one is actually just get some matching thread and a label and then wrap it up as a present for her, because we did do some sewing earlier in the year and she has a school vacation coming up right after her birthday. So I think I will give it to her as like a little sewing kit, and that's something that we can work on together while she has her school vacation. But I think it is so sweet. It's got this like chocolate brown background with like little clovers and flowers on it. So it's very autumnal in coloring, but it's very cute. Yeah, and almost like springy in the motif, which I think she will get a lot of wear out of, and I think she will really, really like it. So I thought I would share a couple of the other little things that I picked up while I was in Daventer. Yeah, some were gifts, some were hand-me-downs, and some were things that I bought. They're not necessarily sewing related, but I will start off with what I am wearing. So this is a top that my friend had made that she just like wasn't too keen on. I think the raglan sleeves was like not really her vibe, but yeah, so she was looking to part with it and I really love it. It's the Peppermint magazine French navy peppermint top. What is it called? I will put it here or below or whatever. It's one that I've made before, but I made it in a stiff cotton and it just like wasn't great, but I really like it in this viscose that she made, and is actually in a fabric that I think we were together when she got it, and I was like hemming and hawing if I wanted some too. I was looking at the other colorway, but I was like, no, I think I'll skip it for now, and then I was kind of sad. And then it made its way like back into my life anyway. So very excited about this one. I think it is really cute. It's a bit brighter than colors I normally go for, but I do really like it. I like that it's kind of like a William Morris sort of print, but then in the bright colors, like feels really like fun and modern. So I really like this, and I'm excited to be wearing it as the weather is still like a little bit warm. It hasn't totally cooled off yet as we head into autumn. So yeah, that's the first one. And then I'm not going to show you like everything that Joyce got me for my birthday because it was all like so great. But I did want to share kind of the like sewing related things, and she gave me this bag which was full of like stickers and labels and all kinds of cute things. A really sweet like Taylor Swift necklace that I love. So yeah, this is going definitely in my sewing room. I think it is really, really cute. And then she got me this little pin, which I'll try to put a better picture in, but it is like the best mantra for me. It says, read books, be kind, and stay weird. So I really love that. So after we went to the fabric market, we ended up going back to the bookstore where she got this for me, and then I picked up kind of the matching one. This one is just a little stack of books with a little cup of tea on the top. I also got this sticker here, which I'll pop a picture in if it's like not legible, but I thought that was a really great reminder for me, especially put in my sewing space, to screw perfect. And yeah, if you've been with me for a while, it's something that I talk about a lot because perfection is something that definitely is pervasive in my sewing practice, but like throughout my life, it will cause me to like, yeah, procrastinate on projects and not start something because I feel like I won't get it like as good as it is in my mind, or yeah, sometimes it'll like steal the fun out of the actual sewing process. So I think it's a good little reminder to have in here. Plus I love like this bright pink and very like Barbie cute. And then the last thing that I was going to share is this book that I picked up. Now, when I start a new book, I like to know as little about it as possible. So I basically want to know if it is like in a genre that I like and are people liking it. So this one came recommended from another friend, and I had just finished Legends and Lattes, which is like a cozy fantasy about a mercenary who retires and starts a coffee shop, and it was so cute, like all the good vibes. It wasn't super exciting, but that was kind of a nice break from some of the other like epic fantasy I've been reading lately. So I picked this up. There are 2 books in the series so far, and then I think the next one comes out early next year. So I'm excited to dig into this. If you have read it, let me know if you like it, but don't spoil it too much. So that is everything for me today. I'm excited to kind of get these put away, maybe plugged into my sewing queue, I guess. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna make them up quite right away. I've got some other like pressing autumn plans that I want to get to, but I also don't want to let them like just linger in my stash for too long. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of get back into the swing of things, hopefully get some things cut out soon, and yeah, do some sewing. So that's all for me today. Until next time, happy sewing. Bye!